Hey guys, back in Slap Battles for another update. I am very, very late on this one. It's because I've been sick. I have been also on vacation. So let's just get into the video. First thing we have the new Grenadier glove, which the Grenadier glove is community suggested. So that's awesome because that means if you guys make your own suggestions, there is a possibility that they will add it. Okay, so first the Grenadier glove, it has a power of 54, speed 15, ability grenade, hold E to use, and it's 22,500 slaps. You have to do a bit of grinding, it's not that much. Okay, so it has two abilities actually. So first, if you press the grenade ability, you throw your hand, which after an amount of time it will explode after throwing. And if I get a kill real quick, then you can see on the top it says added new bomb. If you press R, you can switch. Now I'm using shrapnel. So if I throw it, it's a bigger explosion. Let me get another kill. There's only one more other bomb. And this is the best. Okay, add a new bomb, dynamite. This one, if you press E, or actually no, you can hold it, I forgot. Well, this one shows you how long it takes until it explodes, and also way bigger. But if you hold E, you hold it in your hand so you can time it. And throw it, and explode. But you have to be like about this far away for it to work. It's a very, very high ranged one. And yes, if you hold it for too long, it will explode on you. Now the next thing we got is a new mastery, BONK mastery. If you go here into BONK, you can see they have a mastery. I already completed it. I've not been able to find anybody with it, so I did it myself. Description: you may have not gotten the joke, but you're about to feel the punchline. There's a pretty cool he getting smush as the picture. Master upgrades. Really big hammer, confetti loaded hammer, Goomba stomp, and ground pound. Okay, so let me equip that. And jet out for a shifting game, for regret, what's it called? Game a lot for helping me with this video. So first of all, if you press E, they're near you, that close. So the explosion, if they're near the hammer, whenever you slam down, it will just turn them into a pancake. But if they're farther away from you, whenever you do it, it does knockback with the confetti. Just a sec. Also, now if you jump on their head, it Goomba stomps them, and you can jump up super high, which that's actually used for a combo. But so if you use it this far, it will knock them back. But it usually, if you jump up, just like the mace on Minecraft, the farther you fall, the more knockback it will do. If you go like this, now it will do knockback. This is pretty good for fights. If you can, it's not recommended to jump on people unless they're not paying attention or you think you can get to them. But the ability, the bonk, is super good. Also, the higher you fall, the bigger the explosion is, I think. So if you're like this far away from them, it should knock them back. Or not. Okay. And now there's just changes. This, if you only came for the new glove and the new mastery, then you can leave the video right now. But if you do, make sure to like and subscribe and comment your username so I can have you in my videos.
Oh, you died in slap battles, garbage, couldn't be.
Plank has gotten a buff for PC users. Now PC users can turn the plank without having to go on shift lock. That is a good buff. Shield has gotten a nerf. Now the cooldown now starts after you start the shield ability. So once you press E and use your ability, then the cooldown will start. So well, no, it will after it ends. So if you put up your shield, once the ability ends, then the cooldown starts. So for people that are spamming the ability, they are now nerfed. And a nerf for Meteor. Now, whenever you're holding E to use the ability to charge it up, you now get a 50% slower than usual. So that is a nerf for Meteor. Disc has gotten nerf or buff depending on how people used it. So now when the disc hit whenever depending on the way you're aiming, not where where your character is looking. So that is a nerf or buff depending on what character you are. Virus has gotten a nerf. Now it is the virus is lowered to 20 seconds. So that makes it so viruses can't always just smack a bunch of people, make or sneeze on everybody, and then make them all infected for a very long time. So that's a nerf for virus. Spectator has gotten a buff. Now the spectator's fly ability can now no clip, so that means you can go through the ground, explore any secret areas you want. You can go through castle. You can even look inside castle. Let's see where the sword fighter is, right in here. You can move in here. You can see there's red blue walls in there. You can go anywhere you want, which is awesome for it. Okay, that is a buff for spectator. Knockoff has now gotten a nerf. Now whenever people's heads fall off into the void, it respawns in the middle of the island. So for knockoff users that are kicking off people's head into the void so players can't see at all, you are now nerfed. Slapstick has gotten a nerf. Now you have to hold E for an extra 1.5 seconds to do the skedaddle ability. And also it's the skedaddle ability is now its knockback is now lowered to lowered by 20%. That is a nerf for Slap. That is all for this video. Pretty good update. Awesome Grenadier glove, new BONK mastery, and a bunch of changes, and the awesome spectator no clip change, which is a very good one. And make sure to like and subscribe. I'm sorry I was late on this video. I couldn't find anybody that had mastered BONK, so I had to get it myself, and I was on vacation. So make sure to like and subscribe. See ya.